Start. A warm welcome to everyone. Myself, Dr. Priya Visoi. First of all, I congratulate HCAP for their great efforts and success for this international e-conference. We all are going through a tough time, that is pandemic situation. Not only we, but the whole world. But life must go on. As we all know, stroke is the leading cause of serious long-term disabilities like loss of motor and sensory function. For hemiplegic, restoration of walking plays a prime role in rehabilitation. Gait affect their quality of life and social participation. And hemiplegic gait characterized by asymmetrical stride length, shorter step length of unaffected side, inadequate push-off at ankle joint, pull-off at hip joint, reduced ankle dorsiflexion and hip and knee joint flexion. In frontal plane analysis, longer swing phase, shorter stance phase, lateral trunk bending with excessive hip hiking and abduction with equinovarus foot, which decrease the cadence and velocity. Although numerous expensive gait trainers have been developed, but only few of those robots have been used in clinical practice. It is nearly impossible for therapists to simultaneously guard the patient, manually assist ankle dorsiflexion and hip flexion, and it can place the physical therapist in non-ergonomic position. But elastic band assisted gait trainer replace the need for manual assistant and produce a more controlled dynamic gait. Green elastic band, vest belt, thermoplastic thigh and calf belt, D-ring, leather loops are used. The middle of elastic band wrapped around the distal foot, 50% and 25% stretch toward eversion and inversion, and band crossed over the anterior aspect of the ankle. Then it passed through the calf belt with 25% stretch, crossed the posterior to knee and anterior to hip joint, and another 5 elastic band with leather loop which wound around the toes and attached to the calf belt. And it was the technique of wrapping the elastic band around the affected lower limb. Results: symmetry in step length and stride length as it allows proper foot contact during push off in the pre-swing phase and assist hip flexion, pull off at toe off which generate power of limb propulsion. The tension of the elastic band, which was crossing posterior to knee joint and anterior aspect to hip and ankle joint, intended to produce ankle dorsiflexion, hip and knee flexion of the affected lower limb during the push-off to swing phases. During push-off, stored potential energy converted to forward momentum and power is generated, which achieve adequate ground clearance during the swing phase of gait. Toe elastic loop maintain MTP joint in neutral position, a reinforced plantar fascia and arch. The second and third rays act as rigid lever capable of withstanding the potentially large bending moment created by the contracting gastrocnemius and soleus muscles. Adequate forward momentum during push-off phase maintain the knee joint in extension and absorb shock for stance stability. During the initial contact to mid-stance phase and increase the weight bearing on the affected limb. Elastic band correct the equinovarus at initial contact and allows the proper foot contact, which reduces the apprehension of patient, risk of fall, fear of injury, and hence it improves the walking speed and improve the cadence. And hence elastic band assisted gait trainer is cost effective, lightweight and highly efficient as compared to expensive gait trainer, especially country like India. This may enable greater community based mobility, social participation and quality of life of hemiplegic patient. Clinical utility: cost effectiveness, ergonomically beneficial for therapist and motivate for independent practice for patient. This is the research article on elastic band assisted gait training done in 2019. Here I conclude. Thank you everyone for giving such a valuable time.